Moving on to the next page, which is called playlist.html. Here's the result of applying the dark theme to this page. And let's get to work. I'm gonna open up the template of this page in the editor. And the first thing that we have to do is to enable dark mode by applying a class called dark to the root element and by adding top level key with the name of dark mode to the Tailwind CSS configuration object with a value of selector. Right away I'm gonna change background color of the whole page by applying BG Gray 800 class to the body element. And as a next step we're going to update colors of the heading with the subheading. We'll make them white. So let's jump back to the editor and apply text white class to the main heading and text gray with a shade of 300 to the subheading. There is also another heading with a text of lessons. To this one we will also apply a text white class to make the font color white. And down here we have a couple of icons. I'm going to update colors of those icons as well. So the color of those icons will be gray with a shade of 200. And when hovering over those icons, the color will be indigo with a shade of 300. And now let's take these two classes and apply them to the next such icon right here. Let's take a look at the page, and there we go. We have these two icons gray, and when hovering over those icons, the color will be light indigo. Now we're going to update styles of this list of lessons. So the active list item has to be gray. And the rest of such list items are going to a gray background color only when hovering over on them. So let's find the first list item in the markup. And here I'll start with applying BG Gray 700 class to this element to make background color gray with a shade of 700. Then we'll make text color gray with a shade of 300. And when hovering over this list item, the background color will be gray with a shade of 700. So basically the color will stay the same for the active list item as in normal state. But then we're gonna take these two classes without BG Gray 700 and apply them to the rest of list items so that those list items are going to have gray background only when hovering over those list items. Let's jump back onto the page and take a look at the result. As you can see right now we have proper styles applied to this list. And the only element that is left to modify in this page to make it look good when the dark theme is active is this heading along with the text. And just because we're using Tailwind CSS plugin called typography to apply styles to this text. By applying this prose class, which basically allows us to apply styles to several elements at once within a particular container. And following the same principles, I'm going to use the following classes to customize styles of all paragraph elements within this container by applying text gray 300 class. And in the same way, I'm going to change the color of all H3 elements within this container by applying text gray 200 class, like so. Once again, those prefixes prose p and prose H3 are unique ones provided by typography plugin. They are not part of Tailwind CSS. And with that we have finished working on the dark theme for this page. There are a couple more pages left in this project that we still have to make dark. We're gonna do so in the next lesson.